Hidden within the dense tropical forest of Ogbunike town in Anambra State, Nigeria, lies one of Africa's most mysterious natural wonders, the Ogbunike Caves. These caves are not just geological formations, they are deeply spiritual, historical, and cultural treasures of the Igbo people. The entrance is dramatic, reached by descending exactly 317 steps, a journey that symbolizes the spiritual descent into the heart of the earth. For centuries, the caves have been revered as sacred, believed to be protected by a powerful deity named Ogba, the spiritual guardian of the underground world. The caves consist of a vast tunnel system carved out of limestone by millions of years of natural erosion. Inside, the air is cool, and the echoes of footsteps tell tales of ancient rituals and prayers. The network of chambers varies in size, some narrow and winding, others large enough to gather over 100 people. Locals believe some tunnels connect to distant parts of Nigeria, including Enugu and beyond, stories passed down through generations, adding to the mystique. Traditionally, anyone entering the cave must remove their shoes as a sign of respect for the spirits believed to reside within. Women on their menstrual cycle were not allowed to enter, following age-old customs tied to purity. The caves were historically used for protection during wars, refuge from slave raiders, and spiritual initiation ceremonies. It was believed that evil people could not hide inside, the spirits would expose or punish them. The spiritual role of the Ogbunike caves in the lives of the local people cannot be overstated. The caves were considered a place of judgment, truth, and divine justice. In the old days, individuals accused of crimes or dishonorable behavior were brought before the shrine of Ogba. If the accused entered the cave and came out unharmed, they were believed to be innocent. But if they became sick, lost their way inside, or failed to return, it was considered a sign of guilt. This form of divine trial gave the cave a reputation as both a protector of the righteous and a punisher of the wicked. Apart from its spiritual uses, the cave also played an important role during historical periods of conflict. During times of war and slave raiding in pre-colonial and colonial times, the Ogbunike cave served as a safe haven. Entire families would hide within the caves for days, even weeks, surviving on food and water stored beforehand. The cave's natural ventilation and multiple chambers made it a good hideout. Today, elders still recount how their ancestors survived invasions by seeking shelter in the sacred caves. Every year, the people of Ogbunike celebrate the Ayemi Ogba Festival, a vibrant cultural event that honors the spirit of the cave. The festival includes rituals performed by priests, cleansing of the cave, traditional dances, masquerade displays, and storytelling. It draws tourists, historians, spiritual seekers, and cultural enthusiasts from all over Nigeria and beyond. The festival helps to preserve the ancient customs and keep the spirit of the cave alive in modern times. The cave is more than a place, it is a living witness to centuries of Igbo life. Every whisper inside its walls sounds like an ancestor calling your name. The footsteps of those who came before still echo in the tunnels, carried by time and silence. Today, visitors come from across Nigeria and beyond. Some come with cameras, others with questions. But the true meaning of Ogbunike is not seen with eyes, it is felt in the bones. It's in the stillness of the cave, in the fluttering wings of bats, in the cold air that greets you as you step inside. You do not enter the cave just as a tourist, you enter as a guest in the house of spirits. The priests still pour libation. The masquerades still dance. And each year, during the Ayemi Ogba Festival, the cave is dressed in prayer and praise. Children sing folk songs. Elders tell the stories by moonlight. Ogbunike is not alone. Across Africa, sacred caves like this once stood as places of power, but many have been forgotten. Ogbunike still stands because the people have not turned their backs. They clean it. They guard it. They teach their children its name. As the sun sets over Anambra's hills, and the shadows grow longer in the forest, the entrance to the cave glows golden. It waits, not for fame, not for riches, but for respect. For truth. For the next generation to understand that heritage is not in books alone, it lives in the land, in the stones, in sacred places like Ogbunike. And as long as the cave remains, the story continues, deep, mysterious, and proudly Igbo. The cave is more than a place, it is a living witness to centuries of Igbo life. Every whisper inside its walls sounds like an ancestor calling your name. The footsteps of those who came before still echo in the tunnels, carried by time and silence. Long before maps were drawn and roads were paved, the people of Ogbunaik already knew the power that lay beneath their feet. They feared it, respected it, and protected it. The Ogbunaik caves were not a tourist site then, they were alive, sacred, and mysterious. Villagers say the cave speaks, not with words, but with signs. If a stranger came with bad intentions, the bats would fly out in swarms. If a child entered the cave with a pure heart, the echo of laughter followed them. Some believe that deep inside, there are tunnels that stretch to other states, to Enugu, to Awka, even to the river Niger. Chief Okofor, the oldest man in Ogbunaik, once said, in 1967, during the Civil War, our mothers hid food in that cave. Our fathers carried wounded men inside. The cave swallowed our fear and gave us courage. Today, young people come not only to see the beauty of the place, but to reconnect. The air is cooler inside. The walls are damp. The silence speaks louder than any man. Tour guides now tell the stories, but the cave itself has not changed. It still watches, it still protects, and it still punishes. During the Aemi Ogba festival, the sound of the Igbo drum shakes the ground. The masquerades move like spirits. Palm wine flows. The cave is honored like a king. Offerings of kola nut, yam, and goat meat are brought to the mouth of the cave. Prayers are whispered. Names of ancestors are called. This is not just heritage. It is living memory. As long as the cave stands, the people of Ogbunaik will never forget who they are.
If you want me to continue with the full details about this story or history, type yes on the comment section.